And YouTubers, Big Boss here, time for another gun review, and it is of a pistol. It is of the brand spanking new Tokyo Marui FN57. And if you own a P90, then this pistol should be your backup gun. It's a perfect companion for a P90, maybe even a SCAR. Now, if you're saying, what about a FAL? Yes and no. The FAL is an old school gun, which means you want an old school Browning, an old school FN made handgun. So if you use a FAL, a good companion may be a Browning high power. But this will go with the SCAR as well. But it's the perfect companion for the P90. Very nice gun for, especially I like TMs. I've had a lot of TMs. As usual, all pistol reviews, I'm going to see as I go as I want, do as I want. Here's the deal. The real steel, this gun in real steel shoots a 5.7 by 28 millimeter caliber, and the FN57 pistol, real steel, with standard rounds that you can't get in the U.S., will penetrate 48 layers of Kevlar at 72 meters. The P90 will do that, but it will do it at almost double that in meters. Recoil on one of these in real steel, I've heard as 1/3 of a 9mm. So when you shoot it, it's basically like shooting a .22 Magnum. Now, because of that, in real steel, for what the ammo costs to go plinking with, nah, not really the best gun real steel to go plinking with because of how much ammo is for it, and also what you're getting out of it when you shoot is basically a .22 Magnum and recoil and everything. The gun, this is a TM. This TM57 is very well made. It's actually just about as well made as the real one. Polymer lower, polymer slide, just like a real 57. The real one, though, of course, has a metal barrel. I think that's a metal barrel too. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's a metal barrel. And then also the real one has a steel insert around the barrel for reinforcement and the slide. But the slide on the real one is polymer. I'm going to disassemble. I'm going to go over the controls of the gun first. Right here you have your magazine release. This right here. That right there is your slide release. You have a safety, ambidextrous. It's on the left and right side of the gun and trigger pull. It does not have a safe action trigger. It's basically a single action striker fired in real steel, much like a Glock. But a Glock doesn't have a manual safety, doesn't need one, because it has a safe action trigger. This is a standard trigger, very light trigger pull. Now I'm going to go disassemble it. Disassembly, you have to pull this pin back, this notch back. And I have to use a tool to figure out how to get it flat. There. Slide that all the way back. And you just cock it back and lift up. And here you have your lower receiver. There's your trigger housing and your trigger bar. Virtually not much in it in the lower. Much like how the Desert Eagle is internally. Not much in one. Solidly well built. Here you have your barrel and slide. Sights, standard 3-dot tritium. There is no guide rod. The recoil spring is on the barrel. Now to reassemble it, put this in the center, then you pop it back and push this pin here, slide it forward. Shit. There we go. Do an function test. Gun works. Okay. Yeah, this is the newer model of the 5.7. It has a full length picket to any rail underneath the bottom. Now, the gun does not have FN trademarks. The only trades on this gun are that which kind of looks like the FNC logo, but really I believe it says a TM logo. Then made in Japan, Tokyo Marui. The only thing 5.7 trades on it is the caliber. Now this gun is not going anywhere in your hands. You have a lot of stippling on it. You've got it in the back, the side, the front, trigger guard, even with gloves, and your hands are soaking wet. This gun ain't going anywhere. Now here's your magazine. I'm going to get the magazine. Camera battery's probably going to die soon. This magazine holds, I believe, 25 rounds in the airsoft one. The real one holds 20. Insert the magazine. Standard shit. Like all other pistols. Very nice gun for the money, actually. If you want a 5.7, it's a lot better than the Marushin. Marushins generally are not field guns. They're more or less collector's pieces. At least the Marushins I've messed with. They're Spartan Imports rifles, or the SIs that can take green gas, like the M1 carbine, or the M2 carbine, and the M1 Garand. Those might be decent. Now let's get to the shooting test. Standard like all gas pistols. Cock the weapon. And fire. Slide cycle's pretty good. Very loud gun. Nice blowback feature too. Pretty efficient even. I didn't put much gas in it, but you know what, I'm gonna finish off the magazine. I won't put more gas in it. Oh, 1,000. Do rapid fire. And what do you know? Empty magazine. You have to cycle a slide back, but if you have a P90, this is the perfect gun for you. This gun's in a lot of video games, a couple I haven't seen it too much in movies, but could be wrong. But Tokyo Marui 5.7 pistol. Really well built blowback system in it. You couldn't expect much less from TM. They do make some of the nicest gas pistols out there. As far as blowbacks go, the only blowback gas pistols I've seen that may be better than TM is in almost every category would be a Western Arms. Here we go. But Tokyo Marui and Western Arms are full metal. They're made in Japan. Originally, KSCs were not full metal, but now KSC is making some full metal, or metal sliding polymer lower, standard. Typically, your best gas guns are polymer, or ABS, or whatever plastic Marui and Western Arms use. Because they use that for their slides, the gun is more efficient on green gas. For example, this will work when it's much cooler out in the day than, where's a real heavy gas guzzling motherfucker, than this. The Wee Dragon, this thing, well, because you got this nice heavy slide, yeah, it feels great in your hand, but it's a gas